Hey there, Ride the Car Guy here, and today we're going to take the carpet out of the 8-ball, our 2006 Nissan Xterra. If you watch this channel and you know what this vehicle is, then you know that I bought it down in Alabama, where it sat with the windows down for quite a while. And because of that, it has a bit of a weird smell. So I went to the junkyard and I found another Xterra that didn't smell, and I bought the seats from it to swap them out. That helped with the smell, but there is still a little bit there, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be in the carpets. So that's why we're taking the carpet out, but this is also a good video if you're looking to maybe do some sound deadening or if you're just replacing the carpet with a new one. But I'm not gonna replace the carpet at all. I'm gonna use one of those 3D scan floor mats. I have them for my other vehicles and they do cover quite a bit, so I think I'm just gonna have that and just leave the carpet out of the vehicle. We're gonna start by taking out the mats, and then we're gonna take out both front seats. Starting on the driver's side, the front seats should be nearly identical. I'm just grabbing a 14mm socket and a flathead. Flathead needed if you still have this little cover. So just put it in there, pop it up, you'll expose the bolt, and then just zip them out. There's one, and the other side, of course, is on the other side. Then just push down on the front, and then you can slide it all the way forward, and then get behind it. For the back, if you still have your covers, this one will slide out, kind of just by pulling up on both sides. And this one has a cover just like the front. Now you're likely gonna have a seatbelt sensor, so you can gently lean it forward, or of course lean it backwards if you want. In fact, that might be the play, considering where it plugs in. Yeah, it plugs in on the front. So let's go ahead and slide it back again, and then flip it backwards to get to that. There's our little connector in the front, so if we just lean it back, we just want to disconnect it. How's that connected? Let's see here. Looks like it just clips in on the side. You just got to push in the side of it and then slide it out. Then just slide it back to the center and then lift it out. Hold on, steering wheel might have to go up. There we go. So two things. First off, these carpets are pieced together, right? It's not one giant piece. If you look here, you have a seam here and it runs up underneath the center console. So if you did want to remove just this flooring, you could do it now and you wouldn't have to take anything else out. And secondly, if you want to see how I installed that, check out the video in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. The front passenger seat is nearly identical with the exception of the connectors in the bottom. There is two little connectors in the bottom instead of one, but other than that, it's just the same covers, same bolts. Take them out, pull out the seat. Now moving to the back, if you have owned an Xterra or currently own one, you know how easy this next step is. We're gonna take off the bottom of the rear seats. So we just pop these up by pulling the tabs, and then you see these little red levers. Just pull up on those, and then lift out. Now for the rear, on the uppers, we have a couple bolts up front, and then a couple in the rear. So I'm gonna start on the driver's side. Looks like there might be two on the front and two in the rear. There's one. Next one's gonna be over here by the seat belt. Makes sense. In fact, we'll likely have to take the seat belt one out as well. Let's just pull it out and see. Yes, that goes into the floor, of course. So pull that out as well. And since we're up here, I'm just gonna pop out these other three as well. Now we just flip them forward, and there should be at least four in the rear. The rears are gonna be hiding in front of your little VersaTrack system. Pull that up, there's that one. Everything just got really loosey-goosey here. And it looks like for this one, we're gonna have to pull our rear cargo cover up, which is pretty obnoxious because look, I got a lot of crap back here. All right, good enough. Now that the driveway's full of the contents of my Xterra, pull this out. This inside tray, it has 5 bolts that I really don't want to take out, but if I recall, you kind of have to. Yeah, it's under here, so I'll just zip this out. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. And then we'll slide this tray out, and then we should have access. There we are, perfect access. Our remaining bolts, we have our 2 here, and this one, this one you can access from the cover as well. It's just the 2 center ones that you can't gain access to without removing that rear tray. With all of those removed, just lift them out. Now for carpet removal, at least for the front, we should have to do a couple things. I believe you're gonna wanna, you may wanna bring up your sills. You shouldn't necessarily have to, you could slide them out. That's what we're gonna do over there. You also have a clip for your stock mat. I'm just gonna grab this subwoofer and slide it away for now. And then you're also gonna have a little vent there for your foot vent. There you go. And now I'm gonna see how much, oh yeah, there's just a tiny bit underneath the center console. Let me see. Yeah, nice. So it looks like there's just about an inch, inch and a half underneath. I wanna be as gentle as I can. I'm making this video as if I were trying to maintain the carpet. Perfect. Slide that down. Looks like that was supposed to come with it. Looks like they might be glued down here. I'm gonna run this sensor wire through so I don't do any damage. Yeah, it is glued to the insulation. So I believe I'm going to leave this for now and see. We'll see how much the mats cover. It should cover it. Oh, and it looks like by our dead pedal, we do have one more little thing holding it in here. It's this little guy here. If you just unscrew it, it'll come undone. I popped off the little kick panel as well. I think that's gonna hold it in. Yeah, it was. Okay. So I just slid it away. And there we have it. Nice. Let's pull that out, set it aside. All right, all in all, not bad. I thought the insulation was gonna stick to the floor, but I guess it is to the bottom of the carpet. That's fine. That will absolutely change a couple things. Obviously, this is for sure going to be louder driving down the road. And of course, it'll be harder for temperature regulation and things like that. Two things I'm really not worried about. I'm gonna go do the passenger side, and if it's any different, I'll let you know. So the front passenger side was identical, so just pull that out and you'll be good. This one, we're just gonna have to move all of our crap to the front here. And luckily, it looks like most of this is just sitting around everything. For instance, back here, all of these, this is all just sitting on top. There is this one little, it just looks like a placement little holder. So we'll pop that off. And I did notice that these sit over top. So we will want to consider pulling those off. And it looks like, oh, it looks like they're just little body panel clips. So let me see if I can grab this. Oh yeah, looks like the ones that have the little split head on them. You just pop the head off and then it has enough space to pull it all the way out. And then what is that on the top? Let's see. Oh, looks like a standard body panel clip. We just have to force it up. There you go. Like those white ones that you have to pull up. Same story over here. And let's start pulling and see what stops us. Oh, I do see that this bracket here, the carpet runs underneath. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and tear it. But if you wanna maintain the carpet, you're gonna wanna take this little bolt out here. Looks like it might be a 10 or a 12. And then the carpet should slide underneath it. Under the sides, carpet is barely under it. So just keep pulling. That literally fell off, so. Under the B pillars, oh yeah, there's almost no carpet at all underneath the B pillars. So just slide it all out. Same with the center console. There's almost no carpet underneath it. That's awesome. It means it's not really gonna slow us down. Pull your seatbelts through. I'm just gonna fold this back. I'm getting like a face full of sand and crap. That's disgusting. God knows what's in here. It's coming from this side. It looks like we are gonna require a little bit of maneuvering around these. You're gonna have to slide underneath the bottom first. And then, oh, it looks like there is a little bit of a hook there. Yeah, again, if you want to maintain your carpet, they have tiny little hooks. I call them hooks, they're just little pieces of carpet that go underneath each one of these 3 brackets, well 4 technically. So again, if you wanna maintain your carpet, you just have to make sure that you maintain those. For me, I'm gonna grab it, tear it, and now it should be nice and easy. There we go. Gently fold this because it's disgusting. There we go. Slide it out. And there you have it. There is the Xterra with no carpeting. If you're buying new flooring and you're putting it in, you are gonna wanna come here and pop off like your B pillars, for instance, get the lower connectors removed so that way you can slide the carpet underneath, and maybe even the same for your center console to make it a little bit easier to put the new carpet in. Obviously taking it out, you just sort of do this pull and slide thing. That may not be as easy when you're going to put it back in. So I think what I'm gonna do at this point is grab my shop vac, clean this as much as I can, and then come wipe down some spots where there was clearly some liquid pooling at some point. So it didn't exactly go crazy. I knew it was just gonna get dirty again, but now that I have it all wiped down, I'm gonna throw the seats back in, and then we're just gonna put our molded mats in and just see how much it covers. I did think about 2 things for this floor. One of them would be spraying it with like a bed liner, making it all black and then putting the mats in. That'd probably look pretty cool, but it would take forever to dry, and I don't like the idea of having a bunch of fumes in here. And also I'll consider dynamatting, you know, like putting the sound deadening panels in here. That we may still end up doing, because if I get this back on the road, this is the V8 swapped one with the loud exhaust. So if I get back on the road and it is super obnoxious to drive, I'm gonna wanna do something about it, because I'm not into the whole really loud driving experience. So anyways, I'm just gonna reverse everything I just did to put the seats back in, and let's grab the mats. All right, we will start with the rear, and it just occurred to me I should have probably let this sit out in the sun a little bit, but I went with the tan colored ones to match the seats I bought. And there we go. Hey, not bad. Nice. Let's get the front ones installed. Oh, nice. And it looks like it'll even use our old peg for our original floor mats. Very good. I gotta be honest, I'm already glad that I did this. When you're sitting in the driver's seat, looking straight down, I can barely tell I don't have any carpet anymore. Of course, you can see that support bracket for the center console on both sides. And then if you look down, you can see the vent here with some of the metal. Personally, that doesn't bother me. If it gets rid of the smell, which by the way, it already smells better in here after just 15-20 minutes, then it's completely worth it. My big issue is, how's it going to sound when I drive it? So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll throw a little short up, or I'll just let you know down in the pinned comments below what it sounds like when I drive it, if it's a lot worse or if it isn't that bad. So what do you think? Did I make a mistake? Should I have left it in there? Right now I'm feeling pretty good about my decision. I did shop for different floor coverings for these, and they're either impossible to find or I just don't know how to search, because I could not find anything to replace the carpet in here. And I'm not about to go to a junkyard and go get one that's been in a car for 20 years. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this something that you're looking at doing? And especially if you find new floor coverings, let me know so I can check them out. But that's it for this video, guys. Go ahead and click that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next one.